In 2012, the gaming world was obsessed with high-octane shooters and massive open worlds. Then, a small studio called Telltale Games released an episodic point-and-click adventure based on a comic book. It wasn't about headshots. It wasn't about loot. It was about a convicted criminal, a little girl, and the impossible choices you have to make to keep them alive. Today, we are revisiting The Walking Dead Season 1. Does the gameplay hold up more than a decade later? Does the illusion of choice still trick us? And most importantly, does that ending still break your heart? Let's find out. You play as Lee Everett, a history professor on his way to prison when the apocalypse kicks off. But Lee's story isn't about redemption through combat, it's about redemption through fatherhood. When Lee meets Clementine, the whole game shifts. You aren't just surviving for yourself anymore. Every dialogue option, every ration of food you hand out, and every alliance you make is filtered through one question. Is this safe for Clem? This dynamic is the heartbeat of the game. The writing makes you care about this kid so effectively that her safety becomes genuinely stressful. You aren't protecting an NPC, you are protecting your moral compass. Let's talk mechanics. If you're coming from Call of Duty or The Last of Us, this is going to feel stiff. It's a classic adventure game. You walk around, look at objects, and talk to people. The so-called action sequences are mostly quick-time events. You mash a button to push the zombie off or get the objective done. Aim the reticle to shoot. It's simple, sometimes clunky, and the game engine definitely shows its age with some janky animations. However, the simplicity works in its favor because you aren't focused on complex mechanics, you are hyper focused on the timer. When Kenny and Lilly are screaming at each other and you have 5 seconds to pick a side, your heart races faster than any boss fight. The gameplay is the pressure. Okay, so if you've played this game before or spoken to people who have played this game, you may have heard that your choices don't matter. But a bit of a spoiler-like explanation here. No matter what you choose, the main plot beats generally remain the same. The destination is fixed. However, I would argue that misses the point. The choices don't change the plot, yes, but they change the character. They change how Lee is perceived, how Clementine grows up, and how you feel about yourself when the credits roll. It's about coloring the journey, not changing the map. But the real MVP here is the voice acting. Dave Fennoy as Lee gives one of the best performances in gaming history. He can be warm, terrifying, and heartbreaking all in the same scene. And Melissa Hutchinson makes Clementine sound like a real scared child, not an annoying video game cliche. Visually, the game uses a cel-shaded comic book art style. This was a brilliant move because it allows the game to age gracefully. It looks like a graphic novel come to life, and the sound creates the perfect tension. So, is it worth playing today? Absolutely! In an era of live service games and 100-hour RPGs, The Walking Dead Season 1 is a tight, focused narrative masterpiece. It takes about 10 to 12 hours to beat Season 1 and not a single minute is wasted. I won't spoil the ending, just in case you haven't played it, but I will say this. It is widely regarded as one of the most powerful endings in entertainment, not just games, entertainment. If you want a game that will stick with you for years, download this. Just maybe keep a box of tissues nearby. Trust me, you will need it. So tell me, have you played Season 1? Did you side with Kenny or Lilly? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, hit that like button. Speech marks. Clementine will remember that. Speech marks. It's been your boy Wackass. You've been watching Reload and Waffle. Thank you so much. Also, I'm currently on Season 2 of this. I live stream near enough every night. So, if you want to check out how my storyline goes, make sure to hit that subscribe button and catch me on the live. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.